Ki-hoon misses his flight at the airport and gets a phone call. When he calls him at 456 and says, "You shouldn't have missed the flight and gone to your daughter," Ki-hoon angrily tells him, "Where are you going to shut up? I'll drop you off." Then he gets in a taxi and goes to a store, where he goes to the washroom with a knife. In the washroom, he takes off his clothes and takes out a device chip stuck in his body. In the meantime, a child comes to the washroom and sees Ki-hoon with blood in his hand. Then Ki-hoon tells the child that you can come after a while. It then flushes the device into the water. Then we see a young man in the hospital, someone who has been shot. His mother stands in front of him. After a long time, we see a boy and a girl going on a bike, in which the boy does not wear a helmet. The policeman stops him and cuts the challan. The girl is flirting with the policeman and makes a selfie with him, at which her boyfriend is angry and leaves her. It's the same young who's been shot. After that, his friend comes to him and the two go to eat in the restaurant. His friend persuades him to change the department, but he refuses. In fact, before he was shot, these two policemen were in the crime department. This young man went alone to an island to investigate a game, by which he is suspended by his superiors. After this, he is changing his uniform after duty and sees the bullet on his body, on which he remembers the shot scene. In it, this young man shoots a masked man. Then he takes off his mask. Who recognizes the young man? The one whose name is Eun-hoo tells Eun-hoo to come with me, but it asks why Eun-hoo. He shoots him. A couple comes to a motel to book a room, but the lights are off and the door is also closed. Standing there, the couple argue with each other and leave. It's the motel, where Ki-hoon is sitting inside and watching the cameras. Suddenly the doorbell rings, but no one is seen at the door. He takes out his pistol and goes to the door and asks who it is, but there is no sound, and gives a card to him. Then the door opens. There he sees a man with a mask. The man shows him two severed heads and says, "You were punching him." Then out of fear he began to shoot. He actually has a dream and wakes up to the sound of a bell at the door. He sees his partner in the camera. He brought him food and medicine. His friend asks him that you will not get so much tension. Ki-hoon is stalking a man for whom he has given the responsibility to his partner, who gives the people at the train station an invitation card of a game and adds it to the game. Now he tells his partner to increase his servants at the station and also gives a bag full of money, because if he doesn't get it this time, he'll have to wait another year because he comes once a year, giving the invitation card, and from there he selects the players. After that, the servant comes out and tells the servants to call other servants and says that if the servant is found, he will be rewarded with a bullion. Then we see the same traffic policeman who meets the captain of a boat on the bank of a river, where many hills stand. There we get to know that the name of this young man is Captain Hwang. He sets out in search of an unknown island with the captain of the boat. Where they play the game, from their mutual talk, we learn that Captain Hwang Pechil has been exploring this mysterious island for a year and a half, and that he has seen all the sea miracles, but he has not found the mysterious miracle and is once again on the same quest. On the other hand, Ki-hoon's companion gathers many servants in a room and tells him about a wanted man who sees this pattern, and a briefcase with a lot of money in his hand, and a card with a card on which he plays games with people and gives a card to the winner. All the servants are divided into groups, and separate timing is limited, and instructions are given to take their own selfie at each station and put it in the group, and whoever finds the servant with the briefcase will get a 500 million bonus. After this, all the groups spread out at the railway stations of the whole city and put their own selfie with the name of the station in the group, and Ki-hoon is waiting for him in the car in a separate place. Captain Huang, on the other hand, once again returns without find anything, and Ki-hoon's men spend several days searching for this suitcase man, but there is no trace. Captain Huang finally gets tired of searching island where the game is playing and tells the captain of the boat that I should stop searching on the island and forget the game. The people of Ki-hon are eating food, sitting at the station and talking to each other when suddenly they hear a sound. They see a man in suit with a briefcase. He is playing a game with a man. They immediately call Ki-hon and tell him about the man. He says, "You guys keep chasing him, I'm on my way." In the meantime, the man in the suit gives the money and the invitation card to the winner of the game. The men of Ki-hon start chasing him. This man gets an invitation card which is actually for a game, and here a girl in the hospital also got the card. She went there without checking herself. The man in the suit buys a lot of cakes from a bakery and also a 200 lottery with scratch cards from a shop. A man goes to a park. Where there are many beggars, he picks up a baker and shows him a cake in one hand and a lottery in the other, telling him to choose between food and luck. The baker chooses luck over the lottery, but when he scratches it, he sees that he has lost. Then he goes from there and goes to another bagar. He also chooses fate by giving up food and loses in the same way as all the prostitutes who are there. Everyone chooses fate and loses, then he puts all the food on the ground. A beggar comes and tries to eat it, but this man in a suit says that you were given a chance, but you chose his fate. Then he tells people that no one else is the reason for this waste of food. He gets out of there and gets into a taxi, and the two men follow him into another taxi. Ki-hoon increases the speed of the car to reach quickly, on which the police stop him and cut the challan. And the second policeman with the policeman is Captain Huang. Ki-hon gets a call from his servant and sends the location. He takes the challan and leaves without saying anything, by which the policeman tells Huang that this man was very strange. Huang checks his record from his ID and takes a scan. Ki-hoon's servants follow the man in the suit into an alley, and they approach him to catch him, but he knocks them both unconscious. On the other hand, Huang extracts the data of Mr. Ki-hoon's car, which reveals the name and address of Ki-hoon's company. Ki-hon reaches the same location where his men had told him, but no one is there and his phone is also turned off. He goes ahead and sees a blood-on garbage and also sees a knife. He looks around and sees no one. From the rooftop, the man in the same suit looks at Ki-hon, ties two of his men with rope, and plays one of his games, Who Shoots the Loser? Captain Huang comes to the address of the same company, the owner of which Ki-hon is there, but the gate of the company is locked. Then it goes through the wall and enters through the window. There Huang finds the invitation card of the same game and the registration certificate of the name Pink Motel in an envelope. Ki-hon comes into his mutt. There's the man in the same suit is waiting for him. After some conversation, they started a game between. In this game, both of Will pull the trigger of the pistol on himself, turn by turn, which has just one bullet. In this game, Ki-hon wins and the other shot himself by losing game.